There are a wide range of wild dad, but the general features of this specimen we're examining today are drinking coffee at 9 AM and complaining about sleep, worked a proper job, and has some questionable opinions about anything you can have a questionable opinion about. A dad has one or two things he likes. Maybe it's motorbikes, maybe it's how clean German cities are, or maybe it's any female actress he's watched do an interview once. Use these interests as tenuously as possible to persuade them to watch a decent film. But often, there are no good films about motorbikes, because there aren't. So what factors into a film you should choose? How bored are you willing to be? Dad likes the war, and war films, particularly films that are documentaries pretending to be films. Watching a 3-hour film can be rough, but watching a 3-hour film that feels like a 5-hour film can be deadly. Sitting through one of these is not for the faint of heart. What does Dad find funny? Boomer humor is a field of study that scientists are still just starting to uncover. I'm sure you've all heard it before that we know more about the surface of the moon than we know about what makes a dad laugh. What we do know is that they find everything they liked in their 20s to be the funniest shit ever. So unfortunately, most of the stuff he would find funny is cancelled and we're not allowed to enjoy it. Dads are susceptible to Hollywood traps. He liked the Terminator and Arnold as a kid, so surely he'll love the new Terminator. False. All Hollywood remakes are trash and they target poor boomers who don't know any better. Please, if you see trash like this on the street, don't pay to go watch it, then you're part of the problem. A dad is keyed into the realism of a film, quick-witted and always the first to let you know that the villain should just kill the good guy instead of monologuing, and to complain at the sight of any general convenience to befall the characters. In a film about aliens fighting larger aliens, a dad will have problems with sound travelling in space. I present to you a film being played out the way a dad thinks it should be played out. Hey Greedo, I can't understand what you're saying because I don't speak your language. It would be too much of a coincidence if I did, huh? Huh? Do you invite him to the cinema? At first thought, a cinema seems like the perfect place to dump a dad, to keep the guy entertained for a few hours. But au contraire, mon frère. If a cinema film has any plot whatsoever, then expect a dad to miss out on it completely and have to be explained who every character is and what just happened. A dad is thrifty and prides himself on not spending too much on those overpriced drinks and snacks. Now you've snuck in with the world's largest snacks, all of which are placed in the hands of a man who can't hear his own farts. In such dark rooms and comfy chairs, with their poor attention span, sleep may be inevitable. A sleepy dad may seem like a win-win at first, but the combination of loud snoring and shouting upon being woken up is enough to place them on my deadly 60. A sleeping dad in a cinema is a literal ticking time bomb. When in doubt, you can always go to your ace in the hole, a Tarantino film. It has enough old actors, old songs, and people speaking German to keep dad entertained, and also are not horrible films. But be careful, because each film can only be watched 3 or 4 times before he realizes he's seen this one already. If a mum is present, unfortunately, Tarantino films tick all the boxes of an out-of-bound film. Fortunately, the mum is the alpha, and little bitch boy dad will always succumb to what mum picks. Mum films are generally trash, but the kind of trash that can be enjoyed without too much brain damage occurring. A mum won't fail to tell you that they struggle so much to pick something on Netflix because there are so many choices, and considers you a film expert because you've read that list of top-rated films on IMDb. So this is a great excuse for you to suggest a classic Christopher Nolan film, you basic bitch.